Honestly, I think it was because of the lack of communication. It was the greediness that came into play. It was really everything that came into play with people's egos and people wanted to put who they wanted in positions that didn't best qualify them. So that definitely showed on day of the event.
It's the first time. It's the biggest event we've done on the West Coast, so I feel like, of course, there are going to be some things that don't go right. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's going to be a little bit of a lack of communication on the first go. You have to be considerate of that when you're doing something new in business, going to pay-per-view, doing big venues like the Belasco Theater and such. You know what I'm saying? So I think everything comes with trial and error, and I think next time is going to be awesome due to the fact that we've seen that, you know, pretty much the first either gave us our groundwork.
When you're dealing with something at this magnitude and it's your first event, it's actually not Lush's first event. Lush ain't new to this. Lush is official with it. But as far as the staff, and if the staff didn't let him do what he is actually here for, then it's gonna hinder the event. They thought that, oh man, event is an event. No, battle event is very strenuous. It's eight battles could last all day, all night. It's a crazy event.
It was a lot of technical difficulties and a lot of that I ain't gonna speak about because that is over with. But it wasn't my fault. I was there, I was prepared, I was ready to go. And when I got on the stage, I was just warming up. You know, I gotta get them kinks off me. So, you know, I was just warming up. I was just getting into my bag. I was ready to open up when it stopped. So, you know, I felt like, I mean, we had to get the people what they paid for because they wanted to see it. They wanted to see me. So even though they couldn't see it on the pay-per-view or at the event, at least they gonna get a chance to get this video and see how we did it, you know what I'm saying?
How you feeling?
A little weird and good, but it's pretty crazy. I need to see that footage again, man. It was just a little wild in there.
First impressions on the battle?
A little sloppy on my behalf, but you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of came with this, man. People don't understand, like, the internet was really kept in the dark about a lot of this. Like, people that are here know, man, there was just a lot of gang involved in the past, like, 2 days and a lot of intenseness and, you know my boy Sock, the guard, and fools are just...
Is it fixed now?
Yeah, everything's cool. The battle's done. No one even cares anymore. Everyone's friends. But, like, before that, you know, the tension that just builds up, and with it not being done yesterday and all the drama and barely sleeping and getting up and dragging ourselves once again to get re-motivated. Like, I was motivated as and then it's just like it's redoing it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if we did it the first time and it just worked out right, I would have done everything right.
Well, I watched a couple of disaster battles and I seen nobody never did it. And certain people might have did a line or two, like maybe trying to, but they couldn't really get it like how I did it. So I figured if I imitated him and showed people that what he do is not that crazy, it just might sound like it's crazy. And if I do it, I could do it even better. I just choose not to go down that lane, then it'll make the battle even doper. So that's what I did.
Ether is the most watched pay-per-view event in battle rap history. You want to call it a failure, success, this or that, it was that.
Thesaurus was very angry about his situation with the money. He had planned to have his Christmas break spent with his daughter, and that required that he wasn't allowed to spend as much time with her as he would have liked because he didn't get his money on time.
There's been a lot of feelings that were hurt.
Obviously, it's understandable. If you're a talent and you need to, confirm an event, you kind of have to have the financials taken care of ahead of time, and unfortunately for a lot of these battle rappers, that wasn't taken care of.
The rumor that Math Hoffa was at the event, I thought was pretty ridiculous.
Waste of life? I should punch you in your face right now. Don't dare me to. I will. Don't dare me to, yeah. And there it is!
I wish they would just realize that they both have way too much to risk and they influence way too much people for them to even want to continue with beef. It's corny. I'm not here to want to exploit it or ride that wave. And, even controversial dudes like Alki realize it's stupid at this point.
Who the f is this fool from New York coming to LA thinking he's really gonna do something?
Everybody who know me know I was prepared
for any situation.
You know, it was a good publicity stunt. You got to give it up for Matt for trying to attach his name to the moment, which he did, you know, which anybody, if I was his manager like I am Diz's, I would have told him to do that exact thing.
I think disaster was the root cause of that rumor.
That's between y'all. I don't get involved with Lil Homie's business and stuff.
At the end of the day, we knew he wasn't really going to slide through. I did, at least.
First off, the pay-per-view stopped working because too many people tried to go on the server at once. So it wasn't working for about the first 45 minutes of the event. And then when finally Filmon got it back up working again, an outside source came in and took the entire website down.
As far as digital defense goes, we didn't have any, and we had all the full capabilities of getting a team to take down any bootleg videos, you know, get websites out the mix that are bothering us, you know, and bootlegging the content.
The online attack was caused by these hater websites who were fanboys of battle rap and have nothing better to do except to somehow get involved in battle rap, and their only way in is because they're computer nerds, and I think so they just send packets to websites to shut it down and rip it and think they're cool by doing it.
Like, I stepped out and I had the performance of the night. That's how I feel personally. You know, I shook the building as usual, but it was just so much going on that, you know, it was too much tension back and forth. Who people falling out, you know, Lush running around here crazy, you know, everybody. It was just crazy.
I believe the event failed because it wasn't proper planning. I believe there was a lot of gaps in the event because the ultimate reason to fail was time. You know, everybody was there and everybody was prepared. It was the time that we ran out of at Velasco Theater. So it wasn't properly put together with time. We wasn't completely on schedule. We weren't completely on schedule. And so when it got to the main event, the main course of the night, we couldn't even get through it. We couldn't get to see what everybody came to see, you know. Before they got the appetizers that they love, but when it got to that main course, it got cut out the way due to lack of communication and scheduling and being on time and being persistent.
It wasn't too good, man. I didn't like the production of it. You know, I just think it seemed like it was so unorganized to what I'm used to. You know, when I battle on URL TV, everything kind of be, you know, left, right. You know, I kind of know what I'm doing. Well, all I gotta do is work on is my battle. I was on stage worrying about, like, is the mic there? I was trying to get a boom stand for the microphone. It was just too much going on for me.